Welcome students. Today our topic is milk composition and nutritional significance. Milk is the whole fresh clean lacteal secretion obtained by the complete milking of one or more healthy milch animals, excluding that obtained within 15 days before or 5 days after calving, or such periods as may be necessary to render the milk practically cholesterol-free and containing the minimum prescribed percentages of milk fat and milk solids, not fat. Milk is the liquid food secreted by mammary glands for the nourishment of newly born, containing water, fat, protein, lactose and minerals. Milk contains on an average of 87% water, 3.9% fat, 3.5% protein, 4.9% lactose and 0.7% minerals, vitamins and other minor constituents. PFA rules 1976. Cow milk contains 8.5% milk solids, not fat, and 3.5% of milk fat. Buffalo milk contains 9% milk solids, not fat, and 6% of milk fat. Water, typically the major component. Fat, complex mixture of lipids. Triglycerides are main lipid class and major type, ranging from 97 to 98%. Fatty acids are mostly saturated, major energy source of young, extremely variable between species and within a species. Fatty acids 15%, glycerol made from glucose. Protein, several types found in milk, major milk proteins unique to milk. Major whey proteins are alpha-lactalbumins, beta-lactoglobulins. Minor whey proteins are serum albumin, immunoglobulins. Lactose. Lactose are major carbohydrate in milk, disaccharide composed of glucose and galactose, unique to mammary gland. Minerals, potassium, calcium and phosphorus present in largest amounts, secreted in complex with casein. Others are vitamin, fat-soluble A, D, E and K, water-soluble B and C. Milk cells are mostly leukocytes, white blood cells. Major milk constituents. Water constitutes the medium in which the other milk constituents are either dissolved or suspended. Most of it is free and only a very small portion is in the bound form, firmly bound by milk proteins, phospholipids, etc. Milk fat lipid. This is an oil in water type emulsion. Exists in the form of small globules with size 2.5 microns ranging from 0.1 to 22 microns. The surface of these fat globules is coated with an absorbed layer of material commonly known as the fat globule membrane, made of phospholipids and proteins in the form of a complex. It stabilizes the fat emulsion and prevents the fat globules from coalescing but keeps separated from one another. The emulsion may, however, be broken by agitation at low temperatures, heating, freezing, etc. Chemically, milk fat is composed of a number of glyceride esters or fatty acids. On hydrolysis, milk fat furnishes a mixture of fatty acids and glycerol. The fatty acids are saturated and unsaturated. Saturated fatty acids are relatively stable. The unsaturated fatty acids play an important role in physicochemical properties of milk fat. Milk proteins, which consist mainly of casein, alpha-lactalbumin, beta-lactoglobulin, etc. Casein exists in the colloidal state in the form of a calcium caseinate phosphate complex. forms more than 80% of the total protein in the milk, precipitated by acid, rennet, alcohol, heat and concentration. Casein itself is composed of alpha, beta and K fractions. Whey or serum proteins consist of beta-lactoglobulin and alpha-lactoalbumin. They are present in the colloidal state and are easily coagulable by heat. Milk sugar or lactose. This exists only in milk. It is in true solution in milk serum. It is 1/6 as sweet as sucrose. Chemically composed of one molecule of glucose and galactose. It occurs in two forms, alpha and beta, both of which occur either as the hydrate or the anhydrate form. It is fermented by bacteria to yield lactic acid or other organic acids important both in the production of cultured milk products and in the spoilage of milk and spoilage milk products by souring. Mineral matter or ash. The mineral matter salt constituents include potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium, phosphate, citrate, chloride, sulfate and bicarbonate. The trace elements include all other minerals and salt compounds. The mineral salts are determined after ashing. Although milk is acidic, ash is distinctly basic. Part of mineral salts occurs in true solution while a part is in the colloidal state. Minor milk constituents are phospholipids. In milk, there are three types of phospholipids: lecithin, cephalin, and sphingomyelin. Lecithin forms an important constituent of the fat globule membrane, contributes to the richness of flavor of milk and other dairy products. Highly sensitive to oxidative changes, giving rise to oxidized metallic flavors. Phospholipids are emulsifying agents and stabilize milk fat emulsions. Cholesterol. This appears to be present in true solution in the fat. It is part of the fat globule membrane complex and in complex formation with protein, the non-fat portion of the milk. Pigments. These are fat-soluble such as carotene, xanthophylls and water-soluble such as riboflavin. Carotene is fat-soluble and responsible for the yellow color of milk, cream, butter, ghee and other rich dairy products. Carotene acts as an antioxidant and as a precursor of vitamin A. One molecule of beta-carotene yields 2 molecules of vitamin A. Alpha-carotene yields only 1. The carotenoid content of buffalo milk varies from 0.25 to 0.48 micrograms. Cow milk has 30 micrograms, hence buffalo milk is more white in color than cow milk. Riboflavin is a greenish-yellow pigment which gives characteristic color to the whey. Enzymes. The important milk enzymes and their specific actions are as follows. Analase or diastase are starch splitting. Lipase flat splitting leading to rancid flavor. Phosphatase capable of splitting certain phosphoric acid esters. Basis of phosphatase test for checking efficiency of pasteurization. Protease protein splitting. Peroxidase and catalase decomposes hydrogen peroxide. Vitamins. Those found in milk are fat-soluble vitamin A, D, E and K, and water-soluble vitamins of B-complex group are thiamine or B1, riboflavin or B2, pantothenic acid, niacin, pyridoxine or B6, biotin, B12, folic acid, etc. and vitamin C, ascorbic acid. Nutrients in milk. Milk is one of the most nutritionally complete foods. It's naturally a good provider of a whole range of nutrients essential to growth, development and maintenance of the human body, that is, macronutrients, vitamins and minerals. It contains no artificial preservatives or colorings. Relatively small quantities of milk can provide a significant proportion of daily nutrient requirements for all age groups, making it nutrient-rich relative to its energy content. Macronutrients in milk. The calorie-energy content of milk varies depending on the fat content. Milk can be described as nutrient-dense relative to its energy content as it is such a good source of many vitamins and minerals. Higher calorie milks are more suitable for those who have increased energy requirements, example children and adolescents. Lower calorie milks are suitable for the majority of the population and are especially useful when consumed as part of a calorie-controlled diet for contributing to weight loss. Protein in milk is a source of high biological value. It provides with all essential amino acids that the body cannot make itself. Milk contains approximately 3.5% protein by weight, which can be divided into two main groups, caseins and whey proteins. Approximately 80% of the protein in milk is casein. 20% of the protein in milk is whey-based. Whey proteins comprises the rest of the milk protein and is composed predominantly of beta-lactoglobulin and alpha-lactoalbumin. The other whey proteins include serum albumin, immunoglobulins, protease, peptones, lactoferrin and transferrin. Carbohydrate in milk. The form of carbohydrate found in milk is known as lactose and is least damaging sugar with regards to tooth decay. For this reason, plain milk and water are the only two drinks recommended by dentists to be safe to consume between meals. There is approximately 9.7 grams of lactose in 1 glass of 200 ml of semi-skimmed milk. Plain milks contain no added sugar, but flavored milks may contain varying amounts of added sugar depending on the product. Fat in the milk. Milk fat is made from a range of different fatty acids and the composition of the fatty acids in milk varies. About 1/3 of the fat in milk is monosaturated. The remainder is mostly saturated, but some polyunsaturated fats and other minor fatty acids are also present. Saturated fatty acids are usually associated with increased risk of cardiovascular disease through their cholesterol-raising effects. However, studies have indicated that increased risk of cardiovascular disease does not apply to all saturated fatty acids in the milk. In fact, some of the saturated fatty acids in milk may reduce the cholesterol-raising effects of other saturated fatty acids. Some are even associated with a direct cholesterol-lowering effect which is linked with reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Studies have also identified other fats in milk such as conjugated linoleic acid, that is CLA, a trans fat which may potentially protect against several major chronic illness. Vitamins in milk are fat-soluble vitamins. Vitamin A. Whole milk contains some vitamin A, however, levels in semi-skimmed and skimmed milks are much lower. This is because vitamin A is dissolved with the milk fat fraction which is removed to varying levels when producing lower fat milk products. Vitamin A is required for good vision, immune health and for normal growth and development of body tissues. And vitamin D plays an important role in the absorption of calcium and phosphorus and is essential for healthy bones and teeth. There is very little vitamin D in milk in trace amounts. Vitamin E plays an important role in preventing damage to structures such as cell membranes. Vitamin E acts as antioxidant and has been linked with reducing the risk of cancer. Vitamin E is naturally found in low levels within the milk. Vitamin K is essential for correct blood clotting. There is little or no vitamin K naturally found in milk, although smaller amounts may be found in cheese. Water-soluble vitamins are vitamin B. Milk contains appreciable amounts of many of the B vitamins and is particularly rich in vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is required for maintenance of healthy nerves and red blood cells, energy production and normal cell division. It is predominantly found in foods and animal origin, and therefore milk and dairy products are excellent sources. Thiamine or vitamin B1 also present in the milk. Riboflavin or vitamin B2 is necessary for the release of energy from foods and healthy membranes and skin. Riboflavin is a water-soluble vitamin and does not store in the body, and any excess amounts are excreted unchanged in the urine. Niacin is involved in energy metabolism. Milk provides an individual with up to 3% of daily requirement of niacin. Folate is an important vitamin essential for cell division and correct development of the tissues. Pyridoxine or vitamin B6 is an essential vitamin involved in protein metabolism and is required for the formation of red blood cells and for maintaining a healthy immune and nervous system. This vitamin is only present in small amounts in the milk. Vitamin C is required for correct structure and maintenance of blood vessels, cartilage, muscles and bones. Humans cannot make vitamin C within the body, and it must therefore come from the diet. Good sources in the diet include many fruits and vegetables, and milk also makes a contribution. Calcium. Milk is a source of calcium which is essential for the healthy growth and maintenance of teeth and bones. A 200 ml glass of semi-skimmed milk can provide a 6-year-old child with over half or 55% of his or her calcium requirement, and can provide an adult ranging from 19 to 64 years with over a third or 35% of his or her daily calcium requirement. Phosphorus. The main sources of phosphorus in the diet come from milk and the milk products. It is the second most abundant mineral in the body and plays a vital role in calcium and protein metabolism. Phosphorus is also essential for healthy bones and teeth, as well as cell membrane structure, tissue growth and regulation of pH levels in the body. A glass of 200 ml of semi-skimmed milk will provide a child of 6 years with 55% of their daily requirement for phosphorus, and an adult of 19 to 50 years with 36%. Iodine in milk. Milk is a source of iodine in the diet. Iodine forms part of the hormones thyroxine and triiodothyronine. 1 glass or 200 ml of semi-skimmed milk will provide a child of 6 years with 96% of their daily requirement of iodine, and an adult of 19 to 50 years with 45%. Magnesium in milk is essential for skeletal development, protein synthesis, muscle contraction and nerve function. 1 glass or 200 ml of semi-skimmed milk will provide a child of 6 years with 19% of their daily requirement for magnesium, and an adult of 19 to 50 years with 7.5%. Zinc in milk is a constituent of many enzymes in the body. Its role is to fight infections, growth development, for sexual development, wound healing, and for our sense of taste. 1 glass or 200 ml of semi-skimmed milk will provide a child of 6 years with 12.3% of their daily requirement for zinc and an adult of 19 to 50 years with 11%. Potassium in milk is mainly present in the fluid of the cells in the body and is important for fluid balance, muscle contraction, nerve conduction, as well as for the correct functioning of the heart. 1 glass or 200 ml of semi-skimmed milk will provide a child of 6 years with 29% of their daily requirement for potassium and an adult of 19 to 50 years with 9%. Other minerals in milk are sodium, selenium, and iron are also found in low levels. With this, we come to the end of this program. Thank you for watching.